Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Color X Malice in Sedaishi's route. I'm so excited. I haven't been able to play this for a couple of days because I've had other stuff to record, and I'm just in one of those. I'm still in that tough spot where, like, instead of being able to record an entire route, I gotta go jump back and forth, and it's fucking killing me because I don't know what the hell's going on with anything, and like, oy. I'm hoping I get a little bit closer to like ahead over Thanksgiving, which I don't know when this part goes up. I don't even know what part this is, to be dead honest with you. I don't think I'm even. No. Oh, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Everything I'm recording today is the day before Thanksgiving. So I'll try to remember when I record the next part to say Happy Thanksgiving to anyone who celebrates Thanksgiving. Because I won't be celebrating Thanksgiving, and it's obviously not fucking Thanksgiving as I'm recording this, but I always forget these things. Because I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know what day I'm on. Anyway, back where we were. Who the hell knows? Because, like I said, it's been like a day or two since I played this because I had to record some other stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, it's literally been like 2 days, but if it was yesterday, I'd still have forgotten. Anyway. Gah! It's no good. We're getting more info, but all it does is confuse things. Damn it! We're falling right into Adonis's trap. Don't throw the towel in just yet. Oh, things are getting real bogged down, yeah. Incidents within days of each other. The perps are arrested, but we still can't tie them to Adonis. Everything is turning up spades for them so far. So far? We got less than 2 weeks until X Day. We're way up a creek without a paddle right now. We haven't been getting much info from Saraishi lately either. Yeah, but I doubt he'd take me seriously if I asked. You should probably get in touch instead. Right. He's not his usual self lately. The way he was acting last time he was here is any sign. I'll do some digging. Interesting. Oh, yay! Now we get to be Saraishi. It's always interesting when it's him. It's late. Who the hell would it be? Yanagi. Yanagi, sorry, but I'm busy. I'm gonna crack a case I've been working for ages. Well, the ones I've been working on just dead-ended. If you've got any info on Adonis. I just told you I'm busy. Go ask someone else. Only ever interested in your own stuff, eh? Here I thought you'd started to change. Of course. The one thing most important to me is... What is it? Solving the case? My original duty? Or is it her? Ugh! What am I thinking? My goal's been set for years, and they won't change. I'll fulfill my original duty. That's the only reason for my existence. Saraishi? What's wrong? You really are acting different. I can't afford to waste time messing around with inconsequential things. I have a job to do. We're worming our way into his heart. I'm just so curious. Every time he comes, I'm like, what? What are you hiding from us? It's gonna kill me. Yurine Uno's case summary is... Aha! Here it is. Unagi's like, you didn't hang up the phone. I thought so. She was so fixated on Takeuchi and Uno. That when I looked into the case for her on a whim, who would have thought it would wind up being useful? Wait, she was so fixated on Takeuchi and Uno that I looked into the case for her on a whim. Who would have thought it would wind up being useful? I doubt I have to do anything else. She already has the tools she needs to learn the truth behind the September and October cases on her own. It's like he knows. Why does he know? No, guys, I can't. My duty is done. Realizing that makes my next step seem so much more logical. No. Oh, God, you can't be... Oh, God, I can't. I don't know what to believe. I don't know how to handle this. Oh, God. Yes? I understand him now. I'm sure you, of course, already know, right? I tried to stop him, but he insisted, saying he couldn't sit quietly in the wings, doing nothing. He wouldn't listen to me. You know I can't defy him. If he orders it, I'll even turn against you. You're not the only possible danger to me anymore. Anything could happen. My words no longer reach him. The test measures in September were, in the end, nothing more than a temporary stopgap. I've discovered one more interesting thing. I know who the September and October executor was, and why the murderer was executed as well. Okay. Under normal circumstances, there'd be no need for you to know that information. I'm happy simply having solved the problem. But if I figured it out, it's only a matter of time before the investigation catches on. I've contributed nothing to that executioner. Should they be caught, that's not my problem. Expendable pawns to the end, hmm? Oh well, they aren't really true humans after all. True. Uh-huh. This is so interesting. I just... God, anyway. You are obsessed with one person only. I've known you for so long, that's obvious to me. What will you do now? I hadn't mentioned this to you yet, but right now, I'm conducting a long-term experiment. An experiment? Yeah, it's one that not many get to do. I think this is what those 10 years were for. 10 years? Oh my God. Wait a minute. Is that experiment what I think it is? I don't think I'll tell you. Guess for yourself. So you accept the consequences then? You haven't forgotten my position, have you? No, I knew such a time would come, eventually. You once said you wished you could discard the unnecessary as I do, but I don't recommend that. Having a heart is what makes you human. You've changed. And perhaps. At first there was much I didn't understand, but looking back, it's a perfectly valid way of life. But it's too late now. I can only ever be myself, after all. I hung up and, after a moment, turned my eyes to the scenery around me. Oh my God, this is gonna break me, this whole fucking path. I know it's gonna end up okay, but it's still gonna break me. It was where I'd watched the sunset with her. Now it was steeped in twilight, and no stars were out. Soon the world around me would lose all its color. Well, that's it. It's over. Oh well, it wasn't half bad. I had fun, and not many get to experience what I did. Is it just... Did anybody else just have a weird fucking deja vu moment? When he said, soon the world around me will lose all color, well, that's it, it's over. I don't know why those two lines, when I read them, I literally was like, I think I'm gonna roll off my bouncy ball. Like, I literally just got, like, this weird, like, sense that we've read that before. And I'm like, and I'm trying to think, like, did we read that in another path as a question mark person, right? And it was supposed to be Saraishi, but we weren't supposed to know that at the time? Or, like, did I literally, like, am I having, like, I don't even know. Like, please, someone tell me that we've read that before in another path. Because I just, it's freaking me out a little bit. Like, why? I was like, why did we read this before? Because did he say it in some other earlier? Maybe, but it was just, I don't know what it is. It was just those two. And I was like, I've read that before. The world's going to lose all its color and then, like, whatever. Like, and maybe it's just my brain playing tricks on me where, like, I'm starting to wonder, like, is he in Adonis and not, like, because I feel like he was in some kind of weird ass fucking science facility and he said those 10 years and, like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? So there's some kind of weird thing and but then I'm seriously wondering if he is, maybe we have read that before because maybe he like, you know, there's question mark people. You know what I mean? Like, and we don't know who they are. It doesn't say, and he doesn't give us code names, nothing. So we have no idea who he was just talking to. Unless we have the voice acting on, maybe we would know. But that almost would ruin it, because what if he had, say, in one of the other paths, we have read those lines before, and it was Sadaishi. We'd recognize his fucking voice, and it would ruin it. We'd be like, wait a minute. Or now it's like, so I'm just really wondering if we've read that before. But I don't know why we would have. Why would we have just been randomly with... Unless it was one of the parts where somebody is talking to Zero or whatever, and we're like, it's all question marks and we have no idea who they are. You know what I mean? I don't know. And it's been Saraishi and we don't know. I mean, it's weird. It's fucking bizarre. Anyway. But then again, how is that going to work in Yanagi's path? Because then if Saraishi is in, then we know. And I mean, I know that we're learning a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And I guess it's kind of like, it's the same thing. Like in Enomoto's, we got the suspicion that Akito was a bomber. And then in Sasazuka, we knew he was. And then in Okazaki, and in this path, it's like, okay, so the bomb thing happened, and you're like, we're just gonna gloss over that. Like, but we don't know it's Akito, but we know it's Akito, but we also don't talk to Akito in either one of these paths. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, it's not like anything that was revealed in Enomoto or Sasasuka or Okazaki's route all comes out in here where, okay, now we've got everything. You know what I mean? It's knowledge for us, the player, but not her. Like, maybe it doesn't matter. So like, but I feel like if Saraishi was in Adonis, then when we go down Yanagi's route, it's going to be like, we can't trust you. Like, it's going to be hard. You know what I mean? To know that. Like, it's been hard every single time. Like, please don't let the bombing. And the bombing happens, and you're like, no, Akito. And it kills me every time. This time, I'm like, we just glossed over it, but we haven't seen Akito, so it's okay. Like, I'm just going to pretend he's safe somewhere. Like, you know? It's going to rip your heart out like it did in Takeru's route, where you were like, no. Anyway. Oh, well, it wasn't half bad. I had fun. Not many get to experience what I did. Oh, right. I don't need this anymore, do I? I fished the phone strap I traded with her out of my pocket and let it drop on the ground. I got enough data that I'm pretty sure I can predict her behavior patterns now. Sadaishi, no, that hurts me. When she finds out it was all an act, she's going to be so surprised. No, disappointed, perhaps. I'm already heartbroken right now. Oh my god. And how to put the finishing touches. Oh, now to put on the finishing touches. I expected better of you, Saraishi. I know we're not done yet, and we're only like halfway through, and it's gonna be okay, but oh, that hurts me so much. Like, it'd be so much better if he just left it at his house and he just didn't even think about it, and then it was like, then he sees it later, but like, it hurts me so bad. It does, it hurts. It hurts. I knew this path was gonna hurt me. I knew this path was gonna hurt. I didn't expect it to hurt so soon. Oh, god damn it. It's so quiet tonight. No calls at all. Of course, no calls was a good thing. I'd had the chance to finish up all my paperwork, so if there was a call, I could handle it myself. Hold on a second, I want to see something. That's not what I want to do. We haven't had much love, that's why. So, like, I can't. This is going to kill me. This part is going to kill me. Oh, if I'd had the chance to finish up all my paperwork, okay, so I can help myself. Okay, but until then, I have some time to think about what Saraishi and I discussed. I think we've managed to get pretty close to the truth behind the case. I pulled the diagram out and spread it on my desk, taking another hard look at it. At the end there, Saraishi seemed interested in Misako Yoshitani. She was a student who had a crush on Hachisuka, but at the time, Hachisuka had feelings for Miss Uno. If the school got complaints from a parent, they would likely hold Miss Uno accountable for them. And this is still just speculation, but it's possible Tsunemori was involved in her suicide. Now both Hachisuka and Tsunemori were dead. At a glance, it looked like Tsunemori, known for his violent impulses, had simply gone off the rails. At its heart, X-Day is a string of interconnected terrorist incidents perpetrated by Adonis. Adonis had a message they wanted to send to the world, and they committed these murders to do it. April and May were cases of police wrongdoing. July highlighted the evils of stalkers. It's hard to think Adonis would act on someone with no lesson to teach, like Tsunemori. Somebody manipulated Tsunemori somehow, convincing him to murder Hachisuka. Then, once he was arrested as a suspect, they had him commit suicide. If we assume that killing both was Adonis's goal, then what they were after with this case is vengeance for Miss Uno being driven to suicide? Yeah, because bullying. Then I had to wonder if Yoshitani was safe, given she got her parents to complain to the school. It was possible she was considered another player in the tragedy that drove Miss Uno to suicide. I'll try calling her again. But see, they also put her name up there wrong. Nope, no answer. I called her parents and friends too, but none of them had seen her lately. In fact, most of them didn't even have a contact number for her. It seems she didn't have a steady job either. At this rate, there isn't anyone left who could possibly know where she is or how she's doing. She's floating face down in a river somewhere. I had a bad feeling, and it was growing worse. She was brought in as a character witness for both Hachisuka and Tsunemori in the September case, so she was definitely alive then. And the case for Tsunemori's later suicide was closed so fast that no witnesses were brought in, and there wouldn't be any updates to her file. But what if Adonis's October warning video was really for the death of Misako Yoshitani? Am I overthinking things? But I wanted to go to her house and check on her right away, but I was still in the middle of my shift. If I figured it out, then I'm sure Saraishi has to have long discovered this possibility. I pulled out my cell phone and composed a quick text to him. He's going to ignore us. Are you busy right now? I hit send and waited. And waited. No response came. I guess this means he's busy. Thinking about it, Sadaishi's real job would be aiding the investigation of the recent incidents. It looked like he barely had time to eat lately. I bet he didn't have much time for sleep either. I opened my cell phone and typed another text. Please don't push yourself too hard. I want to get your opinion on the case. I'm sure you must be busy, but please be sure to take breaks and don't overwork yourself, okay? I was curious what he thought about my theories, but that was the text my fingers typed. Well, Sadaishi is pretty oblivious when it comes to his personal care. Not long after I hit send, my phone vibrated. Oh, but we got our affection on. Yeah. I'm not so weak I need a play nurse. He answered. It was a very Sadaishi response, but it also seemed a little more curt than usual. Still, and just that he replied was enough to make me feel a lot better. At the same time, I couldn't sit and twiddle my thumbs while I still had questions on the case. I should probably call him. I felt bad interrupting him while he was busy, but time was of the essence. I always forget we gotta click the button. Oh, look, it changed her cell phone thing! Oh, that's adorable. She always had the other one on and it changed it on. What do you want at this hour? I'm sorry to bug you, but I was thinking about what you said earlier. And now I have to wonder if Misako Yoshitani isn't the real victim of October's case. I've called her multiple times, but I haven't been able to reach her. If she is a possible victim, I need to hurry and determine her safety. That's still only one of many possibilities. Huh? Sometimes people just can't get to their phone. Using that as your motivating impetus seems hasty. But, but there's a reason investigations have proper steps. I'll follow them and call her again tomorrow morning. Uh, okay. Anyway, I have a mountain of work to do for HQ. Goodbye. Wait. He hung up on me, leaving me staring at my phone, unsure of how to feel. I feel heartbroken because he's being mean to us. Well, he is busy, I guess. And he had a point, too. I should probably focus on my own job. Okay, let's check that out. Boop. Okay. After investigating the people of interest for the September X Day incident, many facts have surfaced. Hachisuka was infatuated with Yorine Uno, and he conspired with Tsunemori to try and corner Uno. Yoshitani, who was in love with Hachisuka, dragged in the faculty of the school to threaten Uno. Satomi Takeuchi may have regretted being unable to save her friend. Though this is all supposition, it can be assumed from this that there is someone who harbors hatred for both Hachisuka and Tsunemori. Morning came, and Mochida arrived to relieve me from my shift. I got my things and walked out. I wonder if Sadaishi is still in the crime lab. He does have enough work to pull an all-nighter. Plus, I can totally see him getting so absorbed in his work that he forgets to eat or sleep. This hurts me so bad. I feel so sad right now and depressed. Like, she's like, I wonder if he's okay. And I'm like, I'm dead inside. Maybe I should grab a snack and bring it to him, just to make sure he's eating. What? Not going home yet? I just turned my heel to go back inside when I ran into Mochida. Well, Sadaishi said he was staying the night, too. I thought I'd go check in on him. Sadaishi? I saw him just a minute ago. He did look pretty out of the truth be told. What? He was in street clothes, so I bet he was leaving. If you want to check on him, I'd hurry. Right, thank you. I dashed outside and down the street towards Sadaishi's place when I saw a familiar person. Sadaishi! I called out to him as I caught up, but he didn't stop or even slow down. Sadaishi? I heard you the first time. What do you want? Mochita told me you looked out of it when you left earlier. I was worried. Oh, that? I pulled an all-nighter, so I'm sleepy. Is that all? Can I go now? Huh? Cold words, an annoyed look he didn't even mask. First there was the call last night, now this. He was definitely acting strange. You've been acting weird lately. Oh? I've just been myself, really. No, you haven't. You're usually more. Listen, just because you hung out with me for a bit, would you please stop acting like you know me? He was smiling, but it was very different from the one I had grown used to seeing. What you've seen of me is only a teeny part of who I am. Are you sure you haven't gotten the wrong idea? Oh, or do you possibly take that I like you thing seriously? You always did take my jokes too seriously. Man, are you really that attached already? Huh! No words would come. All I could do was stand there and stare at him, blinking in confusion. His gaze turned scornful. I hung out with you just to kill some time, but I'm bored now. You don't interest me anymore. That's a lie. And with that, he turned and walked away, quickly fading into the distance. His sudden, cold denial left me frozen in place. Did I do something wrong? Is that really what he feels? Was he joking when he said he thought he liked me? I thought we were getting closer. Did I really have the wrong idea the whole time? It felt like I'd been doused with ice water. After all that time, did I not understand him at all? This hurts me so bad. His route hurts. It hurts. I'm gonna cry. Not really, but I want to. I know it's gonna be okay, but it hurts so bad right now. I thought he would talk to me on a whim like he usually did. That thought crossed my mind, but I got bored. I lost interest. Those words made me think that I had become worthless to Sadaishi. I've heard about Sadaishi from Mukai and Sakuragawa all the time, but I thought he was cute. Not a bad person. I'm such an idiot. Sadaishi is. I don't hate you. Although I guess you could put it another way, too. See, I think I like you. He's lying. That was all a joke? It wasn't heartfelt at all. After finding out the truth, I realized that I was in shock. There's no time to be sentimental. I have to see if Yoshitani is all right. So who's talking to us anyway? Huh. If it isn't the little kitty. Oh, I'm going to guess Okazaki. Anyway, hello. Huh? Someone seemed to be calling me out of the blue. Yep. Okazaki? What a coincidence seeing you here. Going to work? Yes. No, I'm coming from work. If you like, I can walk you there. Huh? No, it's quite all right. Out of nervousness, I rejected his offer. I was on night watch and wasn't scheduled to come in, but if Okazaki walked me to the station, he'd find out that I was with the police. It might be too late now, but it would be incredibly easy for him to find out. Oh, right. Then do you want to have a little chat? What? Right when I thought he was looking depressed, Okazaki's lips suddenly formed a smile, and he dragged me off by the hand. But please don't. Huh? You can't. You have to go to work so early. No, I have to go somewhere before work. Oh, really? Can I come with? Huh? Why? Why is this guy so adamant about coming along with me? But little kitty, you always seem to be taking so many risks. Huh? This town isn't exactly safe. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you. Is this just his creepy way of showing goodwill? No, nobody was that carefree. In fact, I was questioning if meeting him here was actually a coincidence. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to read anything from his smile. Did I give you trouble? I just wanted to have a chat with you, kitty. I don't want anyone to hate me, so I guess I'll just take my leave here. I don't know what your business is, but take care. Yes, thank you. After saying that, Okazaki quickly left. What is with him? Seriously, what the fuck? This all happened so fast. I'm dumbfounded. Now is not the time for that. I had to remember my original objective, so I changed up my mindset. I took out my cell phone and prepared to call Yoshitani. Oh, this hurts now. Please answer the phone. I prayed and waited for the call to connect, but she's not picking up. Maybe there was some mundane reason that she wasn't able to pick up the phone. Ever. But my theories don't alleviate my worries. It's not too far from here, so we'll just go and visit Yoshitani at home. Oh, now that I think about it, Takeuchi lives around here. Yoshitani was her former student. I wonder if I could get some information from her. Whatever. I never had much faith in the police in the first place. I know you're not a bad person, but I'm sorry. I shouldn't. She was obviously rejecting me, so I didn't think I could push that any further. When I finished that train of thought, I looked up and my gaze settled on a girl sitting on a bench. Isn't that... Didn't she bump into me before? She's alone and there was no one else around. There was a murder that occurred at this park quite recently. Um, this is the girl that killed us. I'm sorry I surprised you. Do you remember me? The girl nodded while clutching a notebook to her chest. I'm sorry about the other day. Are you here today by yourself? She nodded in response again, and I took a good look at her. She's quite slender, and if she's a minor, she shouldn't have a firearm. But it's still during the day, and there have been many X-Day incidents recently. This place was the scene of a crime. It's a little dangerous, so you shouldn't be here alone. I'm fine. Her voice was faint, but the fact that she responded at all made me feel a bit relieved. Sorry if I'm being nosy, but you really should be with someone when you go outside. What should I do? Now she's just looking down. We're not going to approach a bad ending, so we're fine. We do, but not for a while, so we're okay. She's not going to kill us. We've met before, but I'm really nothing more than a stranger to her. It's only natural that she'd be wary of me, don't tell your cop. There are more patrols around here, so maybe I'm just being overly worried. Oh, sorry. I thought it was an emergency call, so I stepped away from her before taking out my cell phone. But the display said... Kazuki? That's rare. Hello? Hey, you went in my room, didn't you? Don't just call me and yell into my ear. I didn't go into your room. I know how much you hate when I do that. Well, then why is the pic I left on my desk gone? Pic? Oh, could it be... It was you! No, when I was washing clothes yesterday, it was in your clothes. I left it on top of the washing machine. Hold on, I'll look. I hear the sound of Kazuki running, and not long after... That's the one I was looking for. Kazuki, you did last time, too. I keep telling you to check your clothes before throwing them in the washing machine. Shut up! Don't act like you're my older sister. Kazuki, hey! I didn't do anything wrong and I got yelled at. He's a kid. He's 18. He shouldn't be this, emotionally, traumatized, but, jeez. Still not understanding why this happened, I put away my phone and looked up. The girl was looking at me. Were you listening to that? I'm sorry. My little brother, it's so feisty. Little brother? He's about your age, but he's always acting like this. I think she looks younger. Like, she doesn't look 18 to me. But maybe those kids are supposed to be twins, but remember, he's about your age. It's that woman's kids. I mean, I said this before, but, today she said something about they were, 8, they'd be about, 18 or, whatever now. You know what I mean? Didn't he make a comment? And I was like, wait, they're both the same age, so maybe they're twins, but, whatever. We used to play together at the park, almost like this one. Me too. Huh? I used to play with too. She? Oh, I thought she was like, shh. No. She? She is the one who was with me the other time. My twin brother. Oh, I didn't get to talk to him much, but he seemed like a kind person. Oh, she looks happy. When I see the smile on her face, it makes me happy too. It's her, that woman's fucking kids. A sad thing happened though, and it made she change. But he's really kind. He always protects me. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm so fucking stupid. Guys, I'm so fucking dumb. What have I been saying this whole time? Oh my god, it's that woman's fucking kids. It's her fucking kids. And then as soon as she said his name, I was like, oh wait. The guide has the character names. And I look and they're both, oh yeah, guess what? They're that woman's fucking kids. They both have the last name Uno. Well, so congratulations to me. I figured it out, but also I'm an idiot because the guy, not the guide, but like the behind the voice actors thing where I like to like have the characters up so I can check and see if we like, oh, have their voice been anything in anything? You know, because I like to do that. Didn't even fucking dawn on me. Anytime that I've looked at them, I'm like, yeah, these are the characters. I didn't look underneath the picture and realize that the character names are there. So when she said his name was she, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I was like, oh my god, I forgot. Like, this has their names. And it's like, yeah, Shion, Uno. And she's Suzune. But like, I'm so fucking stupid. That would have, well, you know what though? I'm actually glad I didn't notice because it would have ruined it as soon as I said Uno. I would have been like, oh, it's those kids that killed her. Instead of like me like coming to that conclusion myself and figuring it out myself. I would have known just because of the guy, like the thing. So I'm actually glad that I'm derpy and didn't fucking notice. But because it made it more fun. Like at this point, I was like, I'm like 99. Like they're twins and they're 80. Oh, come on. And they're in this route. But yeah, it's okay. Wow. Flew right over my fucking head and just like bitch slapped me upside it. Like, again, though, I'm actually glad that I didn't notice it because I think it would have ruined it. It made it more fun for me to be like, oh, wait a minute. Those kids that we met in that part and like not even realizing that their names are right there. Duh. Anyway, I envy that a little. My little brother is always saying hurtful things to me and he doesn't respect me. Well, my parents asked me to look after him, so that's what I'm doing now. But he doesn't listen to anything I say. She suddenly becomes quiet. When she slowly looks up, that's nothing. You're lucky to have a family you can depend on. Huh? Suzune! She! You were here? If you're going, you should have told me. I'm sorry, but whenever you come here, you always look sad because this place reminds you of Mom and Dad. That's not... Oh, excuse me. Seems like my sister was bothering you. Wait. You were from the other day. Hello, I just happened to see her there, so we were having a little chat. I'm glad your brother is here for you. Yeah. It's rare for you to talk with someone. Well, you didn't talk much. The girl he called Suzune then hid behind her brother. She may be saying these things, but she's really just kind of shy. It's unusual for her to talk to anyone but me. You must really have been friendly. You do look kind after all. And it's weird because you killed me in another route, so like, what the fuck is that all about? Anyway, not at all. I knew he was just being polite, but getting complimented did make me feel happy. While I was busy feeling embarrassed, Suzune tugged on her brother's sleeve. Let's go home. Yeah, well, if you'll excuse us. She bowed politely, and then he and his sister left. This place reminds him of their parents. I couldn't ask for the details, but their family situation may be complicated. Sadaishi mentioned something the other time about being raised by foster parents, too. What I took for granted might be something that others wish they could have. Those children in Sadaishi might have experienced all sorts of feelings and pain that I could never imagine. My job is to make sure that children like that can walk outside without having to worry. I have to take one step at a time to achieve that. This is the place. I arrived at the address on the directory for Yoshitani's apartment, which is the same building as what's-her-face, as Rika and, fucking Sadaishi. If my deduction is right, there is a chance that Yoshitani has collapsed and her body is lying beyond the door. Even when we were short-handed, I got sent to talk to the residents at a murder scene, so I'd never actually seen a corpse up close. So when I thought about what may have happened here, the blood drained from my face. Also, if she's been dead for like 2 months, gross. She's been in there for 2 months and nobody's noticed? Nothing's certain yet. I pressed the button for the intercom. She's not a character in the thing as far as I'm aware, so. I thought I would soon hear footsteps and waited for the door to open. But there wasn't a single sound in response to the button, let alone footsteps. Let me call one more time just in case. I hit redial on my phone and then. Is that the phone ringing inside? Even if she was just out, would she just leave her cell phone at home? I have no time to waste. I contacted Yoshitani's family first and got their permission without divulging too much information. I then got the building manager to open the door and escort me inside. I'd be like, I'm worried about her. Like, we need to talk to her. However, Yoshitani wasn't there. The room didn't look like someone had gone through her belongings, but there were prescription sleeping pills by her pillow. According to the building manager in residence, Yoshitani had been diagnosed with insomnia in September and been taking sleeping pills, overdosed somewhere. She worried about how others viewed her, so she interacted with people as little as possible, only getting updates from the building manager. If she started going to the hospital after the September incident, she could have become unstable after finding out Hachisuka was murdered. Didn't they? I feel like in one of the other routes, they made a comment about his girlfriend finding him and they thought it was like whatever. And I'm thinking it was her, right? Now, you know what I mean? Like, didn't they make a comment about that and then some other guy murdered? Like, I feel like we read that. Right? By his partner to have hung himself. That's it, right? So, and they say Tsunemori, blah, blah, blah. And then October. Yeah. It says by his partner. So her. I think it was her. So she found him. Blah, blah, blah. Thinks it, but me. And then. Because they're getting payback for those kids. Because those kids are an Adonis. It was obviously them. They want payback on the people that drove their mother to commit suicide, kill their father, and attempt to kill them, right? So then they're going to do something. Because they kill her, and I don't think they just did it the sister did, but she could have just done it at a blind psycho rage. But everybody that usually ends up killing us in one end or another is usually, with Adonis. So it would make sense. And then who knows who they kill, but whatever. So my head was thinking like, maybe they did in another path, like attempt to murders, or like we know that they're a suspect for something, but I don't remember. But so she could very well be dead somewhere. She doesn't have her phone with her. So you'd never be able to find out, like she just left. She's been gone for months. You know what I mean? Like missing for months. I'm just kidding. Anyway. The beginning of October was the last time anyone in the building saw her. She's dead somewhere. Her parents had already passed away, and she was unemployed and living off the inheritance. It seemed unlikely that she'd just leave the pills here while lodging elsewhere. If only I could ask for Sodaishi's opinion. I've never done an on-scene investigation, so my knowledge is going to be limited here. Oh, look. Oh, wait. We have an investigation, but we don't have anyway. But I can't depend on Sadaishi. After this morning, I doubt I could get any help. I need someone else that has experience with on-scene investigation. As a professional in the field, Sakuragawa in forensics would be great. What worried me is whether she'll agree to this personal request of mine. Because we have choices before we get to the crime scene. What's up, Hoshino? You don't call me all that often. Something wrong? Well, there is something I'd like to talk to you about. In order to track Yoshitani's whereabouts, I'd like to get your help. I explained what happened up to this point, made my request while hoping for the worst. While hoping for the worst? Expecting the worst? Normally, this wouldn't be possible. But you're a member of the Sadaishi Bashing Coalition. Fine, I'll cooperate. Really? Thank you. I was about to take an early lunch anyway. Text me the address. Yes. I'd never been happier that I joined the Sadaishi Bashing Coalition than I was today. I texted the address and waited for Sakuragawa to arrive. Thanks for waiting. Look at her shit-eating grin. She's adorable. I love her. Sakuragawa, Clad in a forensics uniform, she began looking through Yoshitani's room. This is the room in question, yes? Yes. Can you tell me anything from it? What do you think I am? I want to concentrate, so wait outside. Sure. Sakuragawa donned gloves and started with the main entrance door. She moved to the floor and walls. Her eyes looked completely serious. I didn't want to interfere, so I decided to look around and see if I could find any security cameras anywhere. There was one a bit further out, but there was none near the apartments. I jotted down the camera's location and returned to the apartment to find Sakuragawa coming outside. Great timing! I just finished checking things. How about this Yoshitani person? There's a good chance she was kidnapped. Would you please tell me how you've arrived at that conclusion? Well, first, there's evidence that the lock on the door was picked. And the doorknobs in bedroom had glove marks, indicating gloved hands touched things. And you said she was prescribed sleeping pills, right? Glove marks. The marks left behind when a surface is touched by gloves. This can be used to determine the type of glove that touched the surface, as well as many other important pieces of information. Yes. If the perpetrator also knew that, they'd simply wait until the pills started to kick in and... I found footprints of two people in the room. They both were different sizes than the residents of this apartment. I think one set is a man's. And when I entered here, the depth of the footprints changed. So I concluded that both of them cooperated to take the victim out. I had partially mentally prepared for this, but seeing it become reality... Hoshino, snap out of it! There was no luminol reaction in the place, and there hasn't been a body found. Luminol reaction, a forensics test to find blood that produces a luminescent reaction on a positive result. This method is useful for finding faded bloodstains and bloodstains that have been wiped clean, because you can use bleach, but it's still going to show the DNA. I mean, you can kill the DNA with the bleach, but you're still going to show those stains. Yes, sorry. To be honest, I doubted this would turn up anything, but now I'm going to have to tell Investigations HQ. Are you okay with that? Yes. I think she was the October victim. After Sakuragawa got in the police car and drove off, I took out my cell phone. I should tell Sadaishi what I've learned about Yoshitani. Either way, the information would get to him, but I wanted to tell him personally. Oh, girl, don't. Oh, girl, this hurts me. This is going to kill me. I just need to hear your voice. I brushed off my worries about him rejecting me again and made the call. The phone rang and rang, but Sadaishi didn't pick up. What if I send a text? I wrote about having Sakuragawa investigate Yoshitani's apartment. I summarized Sakuragawa's theory that Yoshitani was kidnapped, so I wanted Sadaishi's opinion. I wrote the concise message and sent it off. Maybe he won't bother reading it because he's not interested in me anymore. If it was as Mukai said, this was how Sadaishi always reacted. Sadaishi. When I saw the name on the display, I felt immediate relief. Hello, this is Hoshino. Yes, I know. I saw your message. Thank you. I'm sorry to contact you while you're tired. That's fine. You said you wanted my opinion, was it? Yes, please. And then, can you come to my home? Yes, I'll be there right away. She's running. I tried to calm myself down while I hung up and started running. He called me. He'll also tell me his opinion. That's great! I realized something when I said it inadvertently. I actually felt relieved that he was cooperating with the investigation. Or was I actually more relieved that I would be able to meet and talk with Sadaishi again? She's like head over heels. I honestly didn't know. Excuse me. I was running flat out, so I was out of breath. I managed to take off my coat and tried to gather my breath. Hey, you could have just taken your time. But you ran full speed and now you look like you're dying. And don't you know how to go easy? Even in times like this, Sadaishi's observational habits were the same. Sadaishi, oh, you wanted my opinion, yes? Your theory isn't wrong. This incident is limited to the 3 people that drove Uno to suicide. Considering that, someone related to Uno would have triggered this incident. Like this Takeuchi you mentioned. Oh, sorry, it's mine. It might be an emergency call. I look at my cell phone's display and... Sakuragawa? If you had her do a field check, she might have forgotten to tell you something. You should answer it. Yes, excuse me. Hello, this is Hoshino. Where are you right now? I'm at Sadaishi's home right now. I see. Oh. Well, right after I got back to the station, this person named Satomi Takeuchi turned herself in. What? Takeuchi did? Sounds like you know her then. She said she wanted to confess only to you. After that, she went completely silent. Investigations HQ isn't giving up, though. Takeuchi did. What's going on? You'll get an official call from HQ, but I wanted to let you know first. Thank you. She looked pretty desperate to me, and yet, for some reason, she insisted on talking only to you. This is your moment of truth, Hoshino. Good luck. Yes. She turned herself in. What a killjoy. Huh? For 10 years, she must have been haunted by regret. While she was aware of the people cornering Uno, beginning with Hachisuka and the others, all she did was try and maintain her position. Uno almost killed herself and her entire family when she killed her husband and committed suicide. She blamed herself for it. Why didn't she try to help? The teachers and students act like nothing happened. But it ate away at her, and that's why she quit. But it's not just regret. I'm sure she wanted to escape from it all, to be free of Hachisuka's domain. From there, well, her regret gradually turns to hatred. She's in so much pain, but everyone else around is acting as if nothing happened. She hates them, enough to want to kill. The inhibitions loosen and she gets her revenge. Wait, Sadaishi, are you saying that Takeuchi is the perpetrator? Her turning herself in is proof. Or what? Do you have a different theory? And what would be your reasoning for that? They're substitution murders, so she wouldn't have done it. Wouldn't make sense. I have no proof, but I'm not entirely convinced. You should be happy. You played a role in her turning herself in. What do you mean by that? Look at it from her perspective. When you visited her, her conscience became besieged by her guilt. But as a result, she turned herself in with a desire to make up for her crimes. You did well. It's a result of your chasing her down. This was not my intention when I talked to Takeuchi. That's what I wanted to tell him. But I couldn't, because I couldn't deny that his assumptions or something were true. I don't know. Why don't you look happier? You led the way to solving the incident. I'm not satisfied with the investigation ending like this. I'm sure there are people who don't care how an incident is solved. But that's not how I think. The case ending like this doesn't sit well with me. I want to talk directly with Takeuchi. Please come with me, Sadaishi. I'm not going. I have no interest in the solved crime. And unlike you, I happen to be busy. Doing what? This is the end of our cooperative investigation. This really is goodbye. Oh, this is really goodbye. Is that what you really think? Of course. I thought it'd be fun to match your speed, but it wasn't for me. You went to Takeuchi's home to apologize with me just to investigate at my pace? Yes. He looks like, yes, and yet. His face is like, You acknowledged my methods and complimented me to Takeuchi because you were playing around? You didn't mean any of that. Yep. I knew it wasn't really my way of doing things. There are also officers like her who will do everything in their power to help others. Her actions may not be the wisest, but that's just the kind of person Officer Spacey Hoshino is. Spacey! You don't feel anything different after all that we've been through. You weren't changed even the tiniest bit. You ought to know by now that I'm not that kind of person. I didn't want to think about it. Besides, if everything was just a lie, and you were just playing with me, then why do you look so sad? Huh? You need your eyes checked. How do I look sad? Enough with your little act. Oh! Look at, he's got giant anime eyes now. He kept trying to spin and deflect, but I had enough of this little game. This is amazing. I love this. I grabbed Sadaishi's necktie and stared into his eyes. This is so fucking ridiculously, adorably sexy. I love this. Yes! I love her feisty. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe I don't exactly understand you as a person. Maybe it's exactly like you and all the others say, that you're just an incorrigible, hopeless cretin. But so what? I still believe in the Sadaishi I've seen up until now. Even if that was all a lie to you, you can't just make me forget everything that I've seen once I've decided to believe it. Sadaishi, you already know that I'm stupid. That's been established. But then why exactly are... Oh, but then what? Then what exactly are you, huh? You always play games with others, and you never say what you really think. Take off your stupid facade for once and show me the real you. Or are you just gonna tell me that you're empty inside? I love his face. He's like, the fuck? You can call me an idiot for allowing myself to get worked up over this, but... Shut up. I guess I must have made an impact. Sadaishi was certainly angry. You're calling me empty? You sure like to shoot your mouth off. You don't know anything, and you're constantly running headfirst into walls. You're dragging me into your mess, too. Dragging you? Yeah, that's right. I'm having all these strange hesitations and impulses because of you. Ooh. Before I dealt with you, I didn't have to think. I preferred that life. This isn't me. Why am I even worrying about someone like you unnecessarily? It's insane that I can't control myself. I can't leave things like that. I have to choose my work wisely. I must discard unnecessary emotions. I thought everything would go back to normal once I distanced myself from you. So why? The more you believe in me, the less I'm about to maintain my true self. I hated that. It felt revolting. It hurts and it sucks. This wasn't the first time that I'd seen Sadaishi display so much emotion, but I got the feeling that this was the closest to honest he's ever been. I didn't know you could make that expression. Huh? Ah, that's right. The people around me must have felt this way. Right now, the only thing I'm thinking of is how I can get you to shut up. I know a good way to get me to shut up. I'm really crossing my fingers for that, but I don't know if it's going to happen this early. Oh, please goddamn do it. Please fucking do it. Oh god, this would be the perfect fucking time. I want to cover your endlessly flapping lips. I don't want to hear you speak anymore. So shut up. I saw a fire burning brightly deep within Sadaishi's eyes. I felt like it must have been evidence that what I was seeing right now was Sadaishi without his facade, his true self. I'm sorry. I I just feel happy right now. I just blurted out a relaxed laugh without thinking. I let go of his necktie and took a step back. You are... I can't. I tried to reset things, but you undo it all. What's so bad about that? I like you right now, Sadaishi. Huh? Huh? Oh, I meant I like you as a person. Don't go silent. Please say something. This awkward silence makes me desperate. Pfft. I can't laugh like Sadaishi. It sounds terrible. Sadaishi? You were so dominant and sure just a few moments ago, and you just collapsed like a house of cards. You don't have to go and laugh at it quite so much. I can't help it. You really are a free spirit. Being close to you brings out a side of me I didn't know I had. And this is your fault, too. I hate how nothing goes the way I calculated anymore. But it's also fun. It's fun. It really is. That's why I may be afraid. Afraid? Of what? Everything will come to an end eventually, and I'm prepared for that at any moment. But right now, I'm afraid of it ending. I'm surprised at it myself. I was never like this before. Sadaishi's worried? I'd always thought Sadaishi was a strong person that was never swayed by others' opinions. Hearing someone like that complain for the first time made me feel strange emotions. I won't let it end. Huh? Adonis, nobody has the right to interfere with our daily lives. Mochida, Sayaki, Sakuragawa, Mukai, they were our comrades in arms. The old lady that was always reporting things to us. Takeuchi, the siblings in the park. There were many faces I thought of who were living this hell that was quarantined Shinjuku. Strangely, I've never once regretted becoming a police officer. Right now, I'm not the one being protected. I'm the protector. My powers may be insignificant, but they're better than nothing. Sadaishi, let's make a deal. A deal? I don't really know what's bothering you so much, and it's something I probably can't solve. But if it's like when you said you didn't care about the world, or that fighting the end is futile, if you're caught in that line of thinking, I'll drag you out of it. Oh my god, she's so being romantic and she doesn't even realize it. I love it. I'm gonna cry. If you feel afraid that it'll all end, then let's stand up to that fear together. That's why, please help me solve these incidents and put a stop to X Day. Will you discard your ambivalent attitude towards the world and fight with me to protect this city? I need you. Sadaishi opened his eyes wide and stared at me. Me? You need me. After being separated from you, I realized it. I don't want to be apart from you. I thought I understood everything about you. It seems like I don't have enough data. There are a ton of things I don't understand. Huh. To solve this mystery, it seems that I'm going to have to observe you some more. Then, you said it was a deal. But what's the benefit for me? When you're afraid, I'll be at your side. What the hell? No matter what happens, I'll be by your side. When you need it, I'll support and help you. That's all I can offer you right now. Even so, I'm still asking for your help. So you're the bargaining chip. You have no special abilities, no experience, no knowledge. Are you serious? But to me, it's probably the best reward you can offer. I just told you, I must observe you more, so I have no choice but to accept your deal. Sadaishi! My words actually got through to him this time. I knew that my feelings touched him. He hurts us so much, and then he does this, and you're like, oh my god. But when he was like, I just want to shut your mouth, like, please fucking kiss me right now, Jesus Christ. I cannot, oh my god. It was like, oh, let down. But it's a beautiful letdown because you're like, it's gonna come later. It's building up the anticipation. I'm even interested in why Takeuchi turned herself in. Come on, we're going to the station, right? Sadaishi averted his eyes from me and grabs his coat. Yes. When I saw him from the side, he seemed so happy. I knew that wasn't my imagination. He's never honest with himself. But I enjoyed this exchange. That's why I don't want to lose it. That's what I truly thought. Oh my god. He hurt me so much in the beginning, but what happened to the kitty charm? Did he really lose it? Did he let it drop it and get rid of it? You know what? I bet he's going to go up to the roof and find it again. And he's going to be like, yeah, well, I threw it away, but then I realized I needed it because I love you. I love his path so much. It starts out literally like the beginning of this part was like, Sadaishi, you hurt me so bad, I'm going to die. And then this, and you're like, I can't. I just can't handle the fucking emotional roller coaster he's putting me on. I'm going to have a heart attack. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up here. It's a little under normal time, but before we get too far in. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.